Thomas Latham down at the Crown Plaza. I'm delighted to be joined by the Mr. Sam Kynoch. Sam, how you doing?
Great, thank you, Tim.
Just brought the curtain down in the event tonight. We've seen a cracking main event. What was your thoughts on it?
It was good. Liam Phillip against Ryan Gall, fair play to them both. Fair play to all the guys that are taking these 50-50 fights and providing value for money like that. Liam got the stoppage win. I thought he looked really good. He found the distance with his left hand, and I think that was the determinant factor. Really, just was catching Ryan with that frequently, and then forced the stoppage, which I thought on the referee's part, Ryan was stopped on his feet. It was a very, very good stoppage, which everyone's quick to criticise referees, but when they make a good decision, it's just par for the course. I think it's important to note when they do a good job like that, and stepped in for the fighter's well-being. But not well done to Liam, onwards and upwards to him, and commiserations to Ryan.
We'll just quickly run through the card. You can see Ben McGovern back, getting another win, and now he's just got his big opportunity next week.
Yep.
Frank Warren's show. It's good news for Ben, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. So he's on Frank Warren's charity show. It's an annual show for the Deborah charity. The opportunity came up a couple of weeks ago. Ben jumped at it. We knew it was going to come the week after this fight, but Ben's turned over at a later stage, wants to be busy, so he jumped at it. We knew it was still worth taking, even though we had this one lined up. So he's in against a tough, unbeaten opponent, but Ben's not there to lie down, and I'm looking forward to it. It puts him in front of Frank Warren. It's a good platform, and I'm confident, especially after the show tonight. I thought he looked really good, relaxed, and we'll see.
His enthusiasm was refreshing in a sense. Like during the interview I had him, he says, "I've got that one next week," and then keep your eyes peeled because after I've got another one coming after that, and you're just like, you've just had a fight of the year contender with James Morrissey. And then you've just been straight back in it 5 weeks later. A week later you're back out, and then you're talking about a fight again after that, and then he's talking about 20. It's great when you see guys with that kind of enthusiasm.
Yeah, because it's a throwback mentality. He's not a journeyman in any sense of the word, but he would fight every week. And he'd come to fight every week, and he'd be an entertaining fight every week. So it's great working with guys like Ben. So looking forward to that next week. Joanna Wanyu, who we obviously featured on the last show at the Crown Plaza here, she's also on the Frank Warren card, which is great. So we have two fighters on that. Grateful to their team for lining that up. So yeah, going down there next week, looking forward to it.
We've seen Kevin Duras back in the ring after all his injury problems. It was good to see him back in there.
Yeah, Kevin's had atrocious luck, and even in his training camp he's had a few injuries which have kind of hampered him, made the camp start a bit late and not doing the right amount of sparring. I think that was evident in the ring. There was obvious ring rust there, but he got the 4 rounds, got the job done. Good to see him back, and of all my boxers, been one of the most unlucky. So I'm looking forward to seeing him get a bit of momentum now and have a big 2023.
Robbie Graham started the event off. He's been a busy boy as well, and he's obviously got the last man standing final now in Elgin. What's your thought on his performance, and then what's your thoughts on the final and the whole concept?
So Robbie performed well. I thought he really rushed a lot against Kyle, and he took his time a bit more tonight against Marek, who is a tricky operator, southpaw, and really quite slippery. So I was happy with how he performed. He got the stoppage win. Would have been nice to get the full 6 rounds, but it stands him in good stead for December, which David McAllister's obviously the promoter of that event, and we're running the last man standing tournament together. The 2 semi-finals been on my show, finals on David's show. We're set now, hopefully, to confirm within the next week or so that fight will be upgraded to a Scottish title fight. So 10 rounds, Andrew Smart, Robbie Graham. Andrew Smart in his semi-final against Paul Diaz was an absolute cracker. So I think this is going to be a really good final as well. Concept-wise, last man standing, definitely just want to keep it going. Get these 50-50 fights on the go. The boxers come out much better on the other side of it. Even talking to Kyle Boyd tonight, lost to Robbie, was bitterly disappointed, but he's going to drop down in weight now. We knew that was always on the cards, but this whole fixation on unbeaten records is somewhat unhealthy, especially at this sort of level, small hall level. It's just not necessary at all. So we just push on, keep this format going. I've already got a category in mind. I've got boxers in place, so hopefully we'll be announcing it. I'd like to announce it in the coming weeks, fix a date and get it going. And I've got a new twist on the format as well, so it'll be a little bit more exciting than last time, a bit more of an unknown sort of element added in.
Sounds good. Sounds like a cracking way in the year then, a Scottish title doubleheader, potentially in Elgin the fight before Christmas.
Yeah, Wilkinson against McCulloch. I was talking to Corey tonight, it's a great fight. So Fraser's young, hungry, ambitious.
Confident.
Corey's super confident, but Corey's got that kind of been there, seen it, done it. To him, been 10 rounds with Dean Sutherland, you know, so he's the more advanced in terms of his professional career, so really good fight that one, looking forward to that. So I'm not actually going to be in attendance in Elgin, unfortunately, I'm on holiday. Booked that long before the event was booked, but I'll be making sure I get somebody live streaming it to me if it's not got a broadcast.
Before then though, you've got your own big event coming up. 26th November, Beach Ballroom, main event, Dean Sutherland fighting for the Commonwealth title.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a cracker.
Great fight. If you look at the rankings, Louis Green's far higher ranked than Dean is, so that is testament to the step up this is for Dean. I think he's going to pass it with flying colours. He's been looking great at the new weight. He's been sparring very well. So he sparring David Avanesian, among others who sparring Olympians in the wild card. He's raring to go. So yeah, I'm really confident. It's going to be a great fight, but also confident that Dean comes out the winner.
It's a very deep event. You've got Gary Docherty fighting for Scottish title again. He's in a very tough fight, and you've also got the international contest as well. What one do you think is going to be the fight of the night?
I think Dean's is going to be a cracker, but I think it's going to be followed quite closely by Gary Docherty against Billy Stewart. Gary's been training in my gym. I've seen him training really hard. I really rate Billy Stewart. I don't manage him, but I really rate him, you know. I think that's going to be a cracker. I think Billy obviously comes in with the experience, but Gary is hungry. It's kind of like the inverse of the Wilkinson-McCulloch fight. So really looking forward to that. And then young Gregor McPherson making his debut. Gregor's just so... I've got a few fighters just now, young, so hungry. He's 18. This is his debut. He's sold out. The arena's sold out, you know, sold out the ballroom. Easy. I mean, we could have sold out a few times over, so already for 2023, everything going well. We're looking to progress into bigger venues, but the enthusiasm he's bringing to it is fantastic. So it's just going to be a great night. Pro debut, big title fights. It's kind of what we're wanting to be all about, you know, on an ongoing basis. It's not always possible. You can't always have cards like that, but I'm endeavouring to on every card have at least one 50-50, because people are part of the hard end cash, and obviously the current economic climate, you know. And boxing nights are an expensive night out. I get that, you know, so when people get that, but it's just expensive to put on. So when we're putting it on, we want to see quality. We don't want to turn up to nights where blue corners winning all night and there's not a competitive element. I mean, tonight there wasn't an upset as such. Gall and Philip was a 50-50, but Ben McGivern winning, but he was in a proper fight, you know, and it was kind of like that throughout, so that's what we're looking to put on.
Same night, you've got Calvin McCord, Commonwealth title fight against Sam Knox as well. Great opportunity for Calvin. Yeah, and I tell you, Calvin's super confident for that one. So Knox has got a formidable record, 100% KO ratio, everything else. Calvin is having none of it. He's not buying into the hype, which is what he needs to do, focus on himself. He's been picking up some really good sparring, and Calvin, this isn't like Calvin's just ready and we're asking for this now. It's just been through circumstance that Calvin wasn't involved in fights like this 18 months ago, injuries and a multitude of other things, so he's more than ready. So yeah, I think Calvin is going to do well on that big stage as well, you know. So hopefully on the same night we'll be crowning 2 Commonwealth champions, which is going to be massive, especially with Calvin getting that stage on BT and the support he's taking down. Every day he's texting me for more tickets, so he's going to have a big vocal support in that O2 Arena. So I'm really gutted I'm not going to be there, but obviously prior obligations with my own show that I'm doing with Davey up in Aberdeen, so I would have loved to be with Calvin, been with him from the start of his career when Calvin was sparring in my gym as an amateur, but close, so I'm gutted I can't be there, but big night for him, and I'm delighted he's getting his opportunity. We could go through a lot of names, but we'll just fire through a couple more. Nathaniel Collins and the Nick Ball situation, what's your take on it?
My take, in all honesty, is factual. Nick Ball pulled out, simple as that. The fight was agreed, contracted. We were given an intimated date, we were working towards it, and then he pulled out. Just withdrew. Simple as that. He agreed to the fight and then he withdrew from the fight. So I know there's a bit of kind of speculation and back and forth on pages, but that's the facts. And it's not to slate Nick Ball or his team. Those coaches really like him, nice people. But that's fact. They were down for the fight and then they didn't want to take it. I can understand why. Nathaniel is a hard night's work, and I'm a firm believer that Nathaniel was going to beat him. Nick Ball's boxing tonight. Do you know the outcome?
No, not yet.
I don't know. So let's see how he's got on tonight. But in terms of Ball against Nathaniel, I think Nathaniel has his number. So where we're at on that front for Nathaniel moving forward is a new challenger will be put forward for Nathaniel. He's the mandatory, so he'll be in one corner. We're just waiting to find out from the British Boxing Board who's going to be in another corner. and then we'll know exactly where we're at. But I'm very confident that Nathaniel adds the British title to his Commonwealth title.
And just finally, sad news broke a couple of days ago about John Docherty.
Yeah, I'm gutted. I'm not going to lie. I've kind of had it. I've known obviously for longer than the kind of general public in terms when we put the release out, but just seeing it in black and white, I felt it was quite harsh, and I've kind of, I've kind of had it hanging over me all this week, so that even coming into organising tonight, I've just kind of felt a bit. I've been sad, to be honest. I'm absolutely gutted for John. I mean, a career cut down in his prime, 25 years of age. We had him a big fight for December, a big domestic clash. Then looking into just February, he was going to be stepping up again. He was going to be right in the mix this next 12 months. It was going to be massive for John, and he put so much in, taking his family down to Sheffield to train. Spoke to his trainer Grant Smith just before this news broke, how well he was looking in sparring cruiserweights, doing really well. So I'm gutted for him, but the main thing is obviously John's health, and we've all come to terms with that. His family, John, and whatever he chooses to do next in life, I'm sure he'll be a success, So if he puts the same ethic into whatever else he does as he did to his boxing training, then he'll be a big success. But it's a hard one for him. He's got a great family. I'm getting really well with his dad, Frank. He's going to work with his dad now and just channel it in to channel that energy into business and whatever else he does, and I'm hoping he remains involved in boxing in some capacity, but it's all quite fresh just now for him, so we'll see what route he goes. But he's looking to come up to the Beach Ballroom as a guest up there and come and watch that, so I look forward to catching up with him then. But yeah, disappointing, but listen, safety comes first, and that's why the British Boxing Board of Control is the best in terms of medical things. I find sometimes, processes and things can be a bit laborious and slow, but when you step back from it all, a lot of it is driven towards fighter safety, which is just paramount.
Sam, thanks very much.
Thank you, Tam.
Cheers.
Cheers, my man.